Hey, 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 everybody. Good day. Thank you for joining me. Yes, thank you for joining me. Um, yeah, thanks for joining me. Sorry, just trying to set up this camera angle stuff and whatever. Anyway, thanks for joining. I'm just gonna pray and get into it. Why are we here, first of all? We are here to discuss the power of who is at your table. We're not talking about food table, although it's a very intimate thing, sharing food. We're using the table because it is a place where lots of discussions happen. It's where congregation happens, and yeah, that's where counselling happens. A lot at the table. Just put a cuppa on. Let's have a chat. So the power of your table. We're not talking about the actual table. We're talking about the people who are around your table. And so if you're ever wondering, like, sometimes why you feel 1 minute you're like over the moon, I'm unstoppable, I got this, I'm doing it, and then next thing it's like, what was that feeling I was feeling again? Drained. Now you're doubting. We're going to discuss a little bit about the circle, the table, your inner circle. How does that help you? I was just going to pray quickly. Father in heaven, I just want to say thank you for this opportunity. Let your work be done here. Speak through me, speak to me as well. I pray that your daughters and your sons who might be listening as well, but your daughters will hear a word that resonates with them and they will just grab it, like love on it, like they will just nurture that thing, that seed, and just bring forth the fruit. A lot of the time we are doubtful, we are questioning, we are unsure of what it is that we're doing, what we're supposed to be doing, and sometimes we just don't have the right people around us, rather. So I pray that as we have this discussion, that you will make it very clear the people that we need to have and the people that we don't need to have around us. But this is you, it's not me. Don't shoot the messenger, peoples. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. All right, cool. So we here. I can't see any comments, so we'll just have to run with it. I'll just have to respond to your comments and stuff later. But hi, everybody that's joining me. I'm Nicole, Mathieu-Marius, trigger management coach for high achieving moms. What I do is I help and empower mums who feel a lot of self-doubt, who feel mum guilt, and general overwhelm, and are usually triggered by these things. They're not the actual cause, they are a symptom of something else. So help them deal with these things so that they can live their life as a career mum, as a high achieving woman, as a high achieving mum, with confidence, like unwavering confidence. That's what I do here. We use the word of God, personal experiences, we bring it all in, and love and laughter, because I love a good laugh as well. We can't take everything too seriously, can we now? Right, so let's get into the session. So the power of who's at your table. We know that there's always going to be some kind of influence. You are an influence to someone or to someone's, and people are influencing you. People influence you, situations that arise influence you, food influences you, smells influence you. There's so many different things that influence you, and these things influence your mindset, your emotions, and your overall success, whether it be in your motherhood journey, whether it be in your career, your ministry, that whatever the things are, everything influences on some kind of a level. Hey, hey, Megan. Sorry. Hey, I can see some comments coming through. We give thanks. All right, cool. So what we need to do is understand the influence of our inner circle. So everyone has one, and I always remember that for a very long time my inner circle was my children. I was a homeschool mum, and not even just a homeschool mum, because when my first child, she was at school as well, but our majority of the time the people that were around me the most were my children. And so if I was looking at who my inner circle was, I mean, they're not great counselors, they're not great advisors. I had to do all the advising. I mean, sometimes you know when you speak to children, they say these things and they're amazing. It's like so simple, so like so clear, so profound, because they're just saying it from this place of innocence and just like, well, that's what you told me, so then that's what it is, isn't it? But I mean, in terms of me having a real adult interaction, it was quite limited. My husband was working, so you know, just when he comes home, I just want to give him everything, and he's just like, yeah, but I need to have this conversation too. I want to talk to. Anyway, so my inner circle for a very long time was quite small and limited, especially in the conversation that I'll be having. So this is why it's very, very crucial for us to have carefully curated inner circles. What is an inner circle? Inner circle is those people that you keep the closest to you, who are, you know, you respect what they have to say. They respect what you have to say. They are, for us, spiritual. They are spiritual. They're spiritually wise and spiritually aware. You know, how to study their word. They also are very well versed in something specific, or general, but you know that they've got your back. They've got your interest at heart. They can be very honest. They can also be objective. So these people that you have around you, they're not just trying to take from you, they are givers. So it's a mutual exchange of the relationship is mutual. These people, they elevate, they inspire, they also tell you off. These people are good to have in your inner circle. So people closest to you can affect you positively or negatively, and we know that, right? Tell me, if you raise your hand, put something in the chat if you know that people that are closest to you, that they can affect you positive or negatively. Family have a way of doing both. They can do both, and a lot of people just speak about family in the negative, but they can actually do both because they know you so well. They can actually elevate you, and sometimes because they know you so well, they can actually demotivate you as well. But they are, because your inner circle are so close to you, you need to have the right people around you so that they know what to do when and when not, what's most likely to work for you and what's not. So when they're a positive influence, these people are, like I said, supportive. They are very good supportive friends. They can be mentors and counselors. They are like-minded peers. They can be like-minded peers. They uplift, they inspire, they encourage, they pray for you. I love the fact that they are objective. Must have people that can be objective, that they're not just there trying to make you feel like everything that you're doing is okay and acceptable and perfect, because it's not always. But they have to give you another spin on things. Maybe if you looked at it from this direction or that angle or whatever. But you also have those people that are negative. So we need to identify those. What's the word? There's this word. Oh, my friend, there's a succubus. A succubus. This is a mythical creature, actually, but it just takes everything from you. It just sucks everything. So you don't want these people around you. These people can be naysayers. They can also be just because they just want to take. So they just draw a lot of your energy. So we want to get rid of toxic relationships. We want to get rid of those that drain our energy and our resources, because that's what they do sometimes. Yes. So how these people, the two different sides, can influence us is that we know that if we are surrounded by the right people, by proximity, you end up doing very similar things to those people in that surrounding. So if you want to be more healthy, then you go and surround yourself with people who have healthy habits already, because it's already part of their culture, and you hang around them, you then begin to take on more healthy habits. If you want a healthier mindset, then you surround yourself with people who have a healthier mindset on specific things, not just a healthy mindset in general. Like, what is it that you need to fix? What is it that you need to change? What is it that we need to work on? So for me, I had a very limited mindset on what I could actually do. My self-concept of I had a lot of guilt surrounding leaving my children. I can't leave my children, they need me. And also the battle between, but I want to pursue something else. I'm made for more than just being at home. I can be at home, which I love as well, but there's also another side to me, something that, you know, God was calling me to something more, but I couldn't see. It didn't make sense to me, and the people that I had around me were just like, "Oh, you should just be happy. Like, you're at home. How many people get to stay at home? Everyone gets to stay at home with their children." And so, even though I'm, you know, I mean, they wished me well, and I know that what they were saying, it came from a place of caring. It wasn't what I needed. So these people that were around me, yeah, they just, it wasn't the greatest. Also, when I was making certain decisions, I found that a lot of the people around me, they questioned the decisions that I was making. Like, why would you do that? For example, homeschooling. Why would you homeschool? Like, you were fine. It works for you. Works for everybody else. Who else homeschools? And I had to be very, very firm in what I was doing. My conviction, very firm. And because of that, I stuck it out. It was hard work, very, very hard work. But knowing what the end result was, knowing what I actually desired, what was my true meaning for success, my values, my belief system, it helped me to stand on that. And now, on the other side of that, people are like, "Oh, it's amazing, great, well done that you did that," and all that kind of stuff. But at the time, it was really hard. So the positive influence, people that had a positive influence on me were like, "Well, you know, go for it. Have you done the research? How do you feel about it? Have you prayed about it?" You know, they prayed for me, they prayed with me. They were like, "How can I help?" Those people were the people that I needed to have around me more. I had other people around me that I had to kind of start putting boundaries in place because they weren't doing those things that I needed, and they were helping to feed that monster of the negative self-talk and the "can I do this?" questioning myself and all that kind of stuff. So we don't need that. So that's the difference between a negative and a positive influence. How they can actually help or hinder you. You know, positive people, the people that you need to have around you, they are going to help you excel. They will question you and they will challenge you, which is fine, but they're going to help push you forward. They're going to support you. The people that are naysayers, a lot of the time, because you're rocking the boat, you're making them feel uncomfortable. Like, why are they got to do that? Why she's got to go? Like, she's doing good. Why does she have to do more? It's because they feel uncomfortable. Because they know really they should be doing more, and that's cool. Just put your sunglasses on because you're gonna shine anyway. You're gonna shine. It's up to them if they want to. If they want to join the party or not. Totally up to them. All right. So, I need to get my charger. If you just bear with me one moment, please. So you know we're doing this live. This is what happens. See, now we're doing lives. Got chargers running out and all sorts of stuff. We are cooking with gas. Okay, we're back. We're back. I'm charging. Cool. So the reason why we're got to connect this to the triggers. So as high achieving mums, a lot of the time, because we're balancing so many different things, and these people can also come in and they need managing. These people, because they're not so great, they're not necessarily helping us, they might be hindering us, but sometimes because they are our people, we take on what they've got to say, and it causes us this emotional turmoil. Some stuff is going on inside there, we need to sort it out. And it causes us the overwhelm, which causes us to trigger. It causes us to be rude and disrespectful to some people. It might not help us. It might cause us to be very snappy and short with the children. Our spouse might get it. So a co-worker might get it. You know, it really does depend. But it's not necessarily the thing that happened that causes the trigger. It's this internal thing that's happening. Why? Because we've taken on board the people's comments, the people's suggestions, what we think people might be saying. It's taking up the real estate in our head. So because of that, it causes us to erupt. It causes us this trigger, and It's because we're in a negative and unsupportive environment a lot of the time. Not the only thing, but one of the things. But it's because you are an eagle. And these people are more like pigeons. You don't see eagles and pigeons together. They don't do that. An eagle will probably just eat a pigeon. So they don't fly together. What do you say, Sheena? Said this used to be one of my biggest challenges, but when I had the disagreement with the husband, right? The husband's a lot harder as well, because obviously you're with him all the time. There has to be some kind of conversation, give and take going on there. But yeah, I mean, we're still together. We love the husbands, isn't it? And they challenge us, but they always challenge us and encourage us, and we do the same for them. It's really great when you have someone that's on the same wavelength as you. Sometimes it takes a little time for people to catch up. Sometimes you're not fully on the same wavelength as him. He's not on the same wavelength as you, but you get there in the end. Because why? Because you decided we're doing this. We're sticking in this together, right? So as I was going, so eagles and pigeons, there's a difference. You're an eagle. Eagles soar high above everything. When there's a storm, they are above the storm. It's crazy. They fly above the storm. And so they just have a different way. They look effortless when they fly. They don't even they don't really fly. It's like they just glide. And there's something about the height and the makeup of an eagle. Like, as an eagle, you cannot rub feathers with pigeons. You just can't. You don't eat the same food. You don't talk the same talk. You don't build the same nest. Your babies aren't the same. Like, you don't even teach your babies the same way. Like, an eagle push the baby out. Anyway, we're not having that part of the conversation, but it's different. There's a difference between them. You can clearly see there's a distinction. The way the eyes are for an eagle compared to the way the eyes are for a pigeon. One is prey, one is a predator. Which one are you? You're ambitious. You need ambitious people around you. You need supportive people around you. These people are eagles, rather than those people that are going to hold you back, which are pigeons. Pigeons are the ones that are constantly like, oh, do you think you should? Maybe you should. Oh, maybe that. Yeah. You know, they in their minds, they have your best interest at heart. But you're an eagle. You can't look at things in the same way as a pigeon. You don't look at the things in the same way as a pigeon. And that is part of the problem. You're looking from here, because eagles soar high, and a pigeon can only go so high. So what they see and what you see are two totally different things. They have like we have a totally different view as an eagle compared to a pigeon. So their cares and concerns are different. Get yourself around some eagles. Right? Eagles soar high, whereas pigeons, they stay grounded. They don't fly very, very high. But who do you want to soar with? You have to make that decision. So you have to carefully curate this circle. I read something the other day, and it was like, your circle could either be like, it's going to be your freedom, or it's going to become your cage. These people become your cage, or they become your freedom. And it's so true, because things are always going into the mind, input. And these people that you have around you a lot of the time are going to be constantly putting in input. So when you are triggered, when you are overwhelmed, when you do doubt, when you do have mum guilt, what are these people feeding you? What are they saying to you? Are they saying to you, like, yeah, I feel the same way, and blah blah blah, and so you're all wallowing together? Or are they like, all right, let's go, what's the next step? Okay, we felt like that, how do we make it better next time? Identify your eagles. Connect with positive influences. Seek mentors, coaches, counselors, role models in the field that you are going into, that you want to excel in. When you find someone that does the thing that you want, hitch onto them. Like, Get into the community, get around them, what they say, lean in as much as possible. If you are not in a place where you can invest financially, everyone is in a place where they can invest financially. You can buy a book, you can buy a pen, you can buy a course. Some things are like $2, $1, whatever. Some things are $1,000. Wherever you are financially, invest. It shows yourself, it shows your brain that you're willing to do the work. Like you're starting to do some work in that, the newness, the renewing of the mind in terms of starting the new habit. It speaks to yourself. So do the thing. Join communities of like-minded people. Prioritize relationships that bring out the best in you. Okay? Let go of the pigeons. Now this might be a little bit hard. This might sound a little bit harsh. Some of them are our nearest and dearest, and that's what makes it so hard. But we got to distance ourselves from the negative influences. So we have to set boundaries with toxic people. We have to identify them. And we can't, there's no like, oh, but they kind of sort of know toxic behavior is toxic behavior. Identify them. Limit the time that we spend with those people, around those people that drain your energy and don't replenish. That's another sign. If someone replenishes you, they're a good person to have around, but make sure that you're also doing the same thing. You don't want to become the succubus in the relationship. Then they got to get rid of you. And the last thing is focus on nurturing the relationships that add value to your life. But make sure, again, as I'm saying this, it's not just about you. It's about serving others as well. So where it's mutual and there's a mutual exchange, do that thing. Do it well. These things will serve you for life. These friendships, these connections will serve you for life. I always hear all of these stories. It's like I'm just one person away from the thing, the conversation, the business deal, the success, whatever the end goal is. You're like one person away because you have such a good network, the right inner circle. These people are also creating circles and tables. If you have these people at your table, it gives you access to their tables. And then it gives you access to their tables and those people's tables. So you just have to make sure that you curate the right table. So a strong supportive network that has helped me personally. I've got quite a few, but recently I've joined one. And I've joined quite a few actually recently, but I found this accountability group. I did some coaching in February, and I was being nosy in the Facebook group, and I found this WhatsApp group. So I was like, oh, let me join it. So I joined this WhatsApp group. I've never met any of these women before, ever in real life. We're from all over the world, literally, like Africa, places in Europe, in the States, like everywhere, Caribbean, everywhere. And so in this group, it's like every morning there's a good morning message, not those, those cut and paste like with music stuff, not those ones that you send around, but a good morning message. We get a hype. We've got a personal hype woman. I'm telling you, our personal hype woman who hypes us up every morning. Come on, says that. Like, come on, like God woke you up this morning. Like, give thanks. We've got a personal alarm clock who wakes us up. Then we have everyone putting in their their takeaways from what they read in the morning. And if you've got some kind of issue that you're struggling with, you can put it in, and there's going to be someone in there that has a word for you. Someone's been through it before, someone's going through it currently, and they're lifting each other up. We're praying for each other. You put in your goals and then checking accountability. Have you done what you said you was going to do? How can we help you? Can we help you with anything? Can we promote? Can we this? Can we that? It's beautiful. And this is the power of like having your eagles around you. You don't even have to know them inside out. I mean, we're going to, is it the Bahamas or somewhere? We're deciding where we're going. I don't know when this is going to happen, but we're speaking it by faith. But having the right people around you, having something to look forward to, having people that are going to lift you up, it's priceless. It's priceless, and it's something that I never had before, and it's something that I had to curate for myself. I had to decide who I wanted at my table. Who did I want at my table, and then who did I want to be, so that people would also call me to their tables. That's another question. So you achieve greater success when you have the right people around you. It's just a given. When I wanted to correct my mindset, I didn't even get a coach. My coach found me. My coach found me and helped me, reprogram a lot of my mind, because I just was like, God, I need something different. I can't do this anymore. I can't live the way that I can't live like this. I can't do it. So you need to do something. And he sent me the people that could help me fix my mind, fix my space, fix my life. And since then, I've been on a continued journey, like, of self-development and progression. I am never going back. I don't care. Not doing it. But having the right people around you really does make a difference. I have loads of people that are around me now, loads of coach friends. I've got specific people for specific things, and that's what we need as well. But who do you need to have around you? Imagine being part of a group where everyone understands your struggles and celebrates your victories. Like, everyone is there on your side. They're woo, 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 woo. They're rooting for you, not because they're paid to do it, but because they just want to see you win. They love to see you win. You may not even know them personally, like seeing them eye to eye, but these people celebrate you. Imagine a place where you can learn, where you can grow, and you can find unwavering support. What would that mean to you? Put it in the chat. What would that mean to you? And while you're doing that, whether you're on the replay or whether you're live, I want you to do that. While you're doing that, I just want to summarize the importance of having a positive inner circle and the impact that it can have on your life. It changed my life, having the right inner circle. Over the last 8 years, I have been cultivating the person that I have now become, and I'm not finished becoming. I am still growing. I am not happy with where I am. Like, I'm not settling here. I'm gonna continue to grow, and as I grow, come with me on this journey. As we grow together. Whatever I learn, I'm sharing, and so I'm asking that you, baby. Thank you. Are you gonna sit down? I'm just doing my live. You wanna say hi? All right. So the impact that these people can have on your life is absolutely ridiculous. It can't be measured, because it's very personal, but it's one of those things that people will be able to see in time to come. They'll see the seeds that were planted. They'll see the seeds that were watered. The scripture says that someone sows, another man waters, and somebody else reaps. Like, don't be upset about that. That's fine. That's cool. You might be the person that's planting the seed. You might be the one that's reaping the seed. But the fact of the matter is having the right people around you, how it affects your life. And I can say personally that having picked my circle, baby, stop it please, having picked my circle and having curated my own circle, and constantly updating and curating my circle, it makes a difference. It makes a huge difference, because before, my circle was created for me and I thought that that's all that there was. But you have a choice. You get to decide who is at your table. So I encourage you, viewers, to join the Untriggered Mama Huddle community for ongoing support and connection, where we talk about all these kind of stuff in detail. We ask more questions. We, any issues that we've got, we can talk about it. I'm here to support, advise. I do all the things. We do all the things in there. And so if you're ready to surround yourself with eagles and to soar to new heights, join us. Join the Untriggered Mama Huddle today. Together we'll navigate the challenges of career and motherhood with confidence, with unwavering confidence and grace. Okay? So join. No, baby. So join us. All right? So your inner circle, remember, has a profound impact on your journey as a high achieving career woman, as a career mum. It's time for you to take control and surround yourself with those who lift you up. Mama, hand your head out of the way, please. Thank you. Okay, you alright there? This is one of my darlings. Clearly, she just always wants to see what's going on in their lives. So it's time to take control of those that you surround yourself with, and those that can help to lift you higher. Join us in our group. We're there to support you, we're there to empower you every step of the way. Click the link in the description, it's going to be underneath here. And yeah, I hope that we can, I want to work with you want to work together, want to work with you to help you excel, help you overcome that mum guilt, overcome the overwhelm, and overcome those negative cycles that we keep putting ourselves in, and having this conversation in our head that we have to choose between I have to do career or I have to do home. You don't have to. You can do both, and it can be done very well. So join us and I'll show you how. Well, we will show you how. It's not just me. There's some amazing mums in the group as well. So just for some more support, if you want that, if you need that, get yourself around some eagles. Get in the Untriggered Mama Huddle community. All right. With that being said, I am out of here. Have a good day. I'll see you next week, Wednesday. Also, join us for the Untriggered Mama Huddle YouTube live on Mondays. We're then on Mondays now. Yeah, so if you're interested in that as well, I will leave the link to the YouTube below here. Have a good day now, everybody.